welcome back to the channel. I'm finally getting a chance to get a craft video up because it's been kind of hectic trying to get these up just because of my internet issues. So I wanted to hurry up and get this one done. It was supposed to be up for Ostara. I'm putting it up for Easter because it can be used for the same thing, kind of. Like there's one thing in there that can't be, but you could make it more of an Easter thing if that's more of your preference. I mainly did these for Ostara, and I'm still going to keep them up through Easter just because they're cute and I like the color scheme. But we're going to be making 3 different kind of like floral arrangements, little Easter bunny things. This is just the main one that I'm going to be holding and showing you just because I can't really hold all 3, plus one of them's already at the gravesite, so I can't really show you that one now. But I'm going to show you how to make this little bunny hat, and I did get the hat from Walmart. You can still get these because I went in there the other day. Now our Walmart, you have to go, like, they're only letting 5 people in at a time, and you have to stand like a certain amount apart. But they do still have these in there. I'm going to say this was about $10 to get. And then some of the other stuff I did get from TJ Maxx, which you can't get now, but you can probably find it on Amazon. I'm not entirely sure if you can find it on Amazon. I will link it below. If not, then I'll just leave it out. But I did get that from TJ Maxx. And then the other thing you just make from flowers and stuff from, if you have flowers. If not, I know you could probably still get some. I don't know. I know I've got all my flowers and stuff from Dollar Tree, so I don't know if you can still go there and get that. I haven't been by there to see if they're open because we've been trying to stay home. You know, we're not trying to be those people that go out, but we have gone out to get necessities, but we haven't gone out to like normal stores that we would normally go to see if they're open. So we did go to Columbia one day just to see how it is, and it's like a ghost town. If anybody knows Columbia, South Carolina, it's normally bustling and busy and stuff. It is like a freaking ghost town, at least when we went. It was weird. So that was a little weird, but I will go ahead and jump into this video. But before we get into those, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me, so you can be here for all of our random awesome content, especially through this boring time in our lives. And I will go ahead and jump into how I made this. Hopefully y'all found it easy. I did try to do like 3 different variations of stuff that you could possibly use and do. So like I said, we'll go ahead and jump into that, and I'll meet y'all back at the end. Hello everyone, and I hope y'all are finding a way to stay safe and stay comfortable while we are currently on quarantine, because we all have to go through this with everybody. So, and I work for a school, so we were among the first people to be like, y'all got to stay home. So I figured I'd find a good way to make use of my time by making more craft videos. And since we have Ostara coming up, which is actually when I'm recording this, it's currently like Ostara morning. So as you know, it's the spring equinox. So this year it falls between the 19th and the 20th. So I have a whole bunch of stuff in front of me. Now this, if you do not celebrate Ostara, which is the spring equinox, and there's other things behind it, but I'm not going to sit here and explain it all. But you could also use this for Easter, since if you're familiar with your history, then you know why they two kind of similar and correlate. But for me, I'm doing this for Ostara, and then I'm going to be making this little thing. I'm going to be using it for both, so I'm going to be using it for Easter at work, and then I'm going to use the front for Ostara for me. So, and then I have my main little thing I'm going to be using for the actual festival. Since even though we are on quarantine, I'm still going to attempt to celebrate as much as possible. So we're going to start, I think, with the ceramic bunnies first, and then probably work our way down to the most complex thing, which is going to be a arrangement for my grandmother's grave. So we're going to do the hat in the middle, and then the floral arrangement for the grave at the end, because that's going to take the longest. So let's just kind of move some of this out of the way. Now these little bunny guys, I thought they were so cute, and I was looking for something simple because I can't have a big huge kind of altar set up in my art room, which is where I normally do my stuff at. But I saw these little guys at TJ Maxx. They were $6.99. I think this was the only one that they had at my local TJ Maxx, but you can check yours and see, because they had a bunch of different little basket designs and stuff. I just thought it was so cute. I mean, look, you got your little mama and your little papa, and then they have a little basket which we're going to fill with different moss and eggs and stuff. So, and then probably throughout the day I'll put like different herbs and things in here, but for right now we're just going to do the basic design and put some eggs and moss. Okay, so I have my bag of moss. Now the moss I've used in numerous videos. I do get it all from the Dollar Tree. It's like decorative preserved moss. So that is what we will be using. Get it out. And this is going to be fairly simple. Just going to take a good handful and shove it in here. It smells very earthy. Like it does, it smells like extremely earthy. Okay. Let's try and get some of the trash or some of the excess off of here. Okay, so there's the main portion for the basket. Now I'm going to put my little, at least my sparkly egg in here, like so. Okay. Now, since my main element that I use in all of my practices is water, I'm going to put a few seashells, and let's do some coral in here with that. Like I said, all of this is to your own taste. Like you can do it for your elemental reasons, you can do it for a specific god or goddess. For me, I always incorporate just a little bit of the ocean in my stuff. Okay. And see, the last thing I'm going to add is, I should have got them out before I sit down. So the last little thing I think I want to add, I can find them real quick. Give me a second. So I'm going to add some rose petals. Just add that into our little mix here. Like so. So add the rose petals. Let me open my, there we go, open my juniper berries. Because you want to do stuff that really represents spring. Now some people might say juniper berries are more of a winter thing. For me, a berry is still kind of like a seed. So, plus they smell absolutely amazing. I love the way juniper berries smell. Just, it kind of depends on what you want to do to represent things. So we're just going to add a few bits in there. Love the way they smell. Okay, and that is pretty much going to be it for my little Easter setup, and obviously I'm going to have some candles and stuff along with it. But for now, that is my main little, kind of little altar for Ostara. So let's go ahead and set this one to the side. Like I said, you can put any herb in there that you really want to and that you feel a connection to. For me, that's the stuff I'm going to use, just because I have my own reasons. So that is what I'm going to use. Next on our lovely little list is we're going to be using this cute little bunny's hat. It reminds me very Alice in Wonderland, and I love Alice in Wonderland. If you're new to this channel, I absolutely adore Alice in Wonderland. So let's go ahead and cut the tag off. Now I did get this from Walmart. It doesn't have a price on it, but I think it was about $7 or $8. I know it was not that expensive, but it was kind of, for what it is, it was kind of expensive, but it's so cute. Plus these ears are so soft. And it has a little tail on it. So like I said, for me at home, I'm going to be using it this way, but then I'm going to turn it around and use it like that at work. So there's that. And let's grab our flowers that we're going to use. Okay, now mainly for this project, I have like some extra little floral bundles just laying around, so that's what I'm primarily going to use. And that's not supposed to be in there. Okay. So I'm going to be using those. These are just, let's see here. If y'all have seen some of my old videos, you'll notice some of these little flower branches, but then some of them are from other projects that I haven't done on the channel. So what we're going to do is just make a floral arrangement right here on the top of the hat. And I'm going to do it as easy as possible. I'm mainly just going to, I don't really need foam, I don't think, to fill in here and then stick them in, because it's pretty stout up here. I think I should be able to just stick them in the top. So let's just go ahead and do like we do in most videos and take the flowers off of the main stem. This is where you're going to need your wire cutters come in. Okay, so now that we have all of our flowers cut, and I did these stems in various different lengths, so we'd have a wide variety of where to place stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is just go ahead and kind of start sticking things around like these. I know I kind of want to hang down in certain areas, so let's go ahead and just shove that in there, like so. Okay, because normally I build from the middle out, but this time I'm going to do like these. I'm going to have just hanging, and then I'll start with my middle section. Okay. So now that I have those placed, let's go ahead and build from the center of our arrangement. This is going to be kind of low to the hat too. So, good. Just start sticking stuff in there. And depending on how loose that opening is, you could do more than one floral bundle, which is what I'm doing. That way the flowers don't move around so much. Alrighty, and there is our little Easter hat. Now, if you really wanted to, you could glue all this into place, but I think it turned out pretty cute just doing it this way. And you can't really see the top of the hat that much. You can just kind of play with it and zhuzh it up a little bit. But there is what our little Easter hat looks like, our little Ostara hat. So now we move on to the more complicated of the projects. So for this one, the most complicated part about this project is we do have to make our styrofoam cone. Now if you're like me and you do shop a good bit for your art supplies and stuff at the Dollar Tree, sometimes they don't always have the cylinder cone. So what I found you can do is you can get the regular blocks that they have, just the rectangle blocks, and make sure you get the solid one because you have to pay attention. Sometimes they have like the 4-section ones, so you do need to pay attention to see if it's the solid block or not. And we are actually going to form this into our cylinder cone. That is where the knife comes in. Now there's probably a different way to do this, but this is just an old knife that I have, and you can see I already use it for this purpose, but it's good and sleek, so you can just get a nice good carve on it and it comes out the way you want it to. So and then once we have our foam block carved out, then we're going to build our floral arrangement from that. And I just have like some eggs and different like sparkly little branches and different kind of flowers and stuff. My grandmother really loved purple, and I like the contrast of like the purple, pink, and blue. To me, that's just really pretty, so that's what I'm doing for her, plus, you know, putting the eggs and stuff in it. But first, let's move this out of the way, all of this out of the way, and carve our foam block. So like I said, we're going to turn a rectangle into a cone. That's something they didn't teach you in school. Because what is it, the little, well, they used to tell you can't fit a, what is it, a square peg in a round hole. So we're going to make the square peg round. And all we're going to do is you can just kind of visualize where you want your cuts to be. You don't have to carve it out on there. Normally I just kind of go ham and go right straight into it. Okay. Now when I do it, I do cut it at like a good sharp angle there. And then as I get further down, I will start to carve it out a bit more. So, but mainly I like to start at the corner. Okay, so I got cleaned up and I went ahead. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned everything up, and I also went ahead and everything, and I went ahead and cut off all the flowers so you didn't have to sit here and watch me do that. So we're going to start building our floral arrangement. Now for me, I'm going to put some of the eggs, the branches, and my bigger items kind of in the middle and then work my way out, which is what I normally do with my arrangements. Some people work from the sides and up. I like to work from the middle out and put my bigger stuff in the middle. So, and like my taller flowers and things, I like to stick those in the middle because I do leave the stems at like different kind of lengths so I can have that option to do different things. So what we're going to do first is that one's tall. That one's tall. Kind of sort these into mini little piles here. Okay. And normally I do try to keep certain flowers and things together, but for this one I want it to look very, very spring-ish and floral. So I'll probably just kind of see here. Do some of those. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stick the purple. So give y'all some room to see and move these out of the way. So these are the main things we're going to be working with right now. So all I'm going to do is stick this main branch directly right here, directly right there in the middle. Okay. There we go. And this one is a little taller, so you do have to stick it in a bit more. And I may not end up using all of these branches. It's just kind of there if I need them. So let's go ahead and stick our eggs in, the ones that we want to use. So, and I'm just going to stick them around this branch. So I'm just going to do it all the way around. Okay, so that is what our middle looks like so far. Kind of looks like a little nest. So now I'm going to start adding in our flowers. There we go, try to zoom out some for you. Okay, let's go ahead and stick some of our flowers in. Okay, now how I did that is, if you can see, I went around, I'm going in a circle all the way around. So I stuck the one sparkly branch in the middle, the one glitter branch in the middle, and then I went around with my 4 eggs, and then in those empty spots, I kind of went around and put my flowers in there. Now some of them do overlap just because that's the way I wanted it to look, but that's the main thing, just like kind of in the empty spots, kind of fill it in, kind of like checkers, kind of like a checkerboard. You're gonna fill it in. So we're just gonna do that all the way around. Okay, and now we're going to do a next level. So instead of having them tall, we're gonna have them sit a little bit further down. And these I am going to kind of bend out the flowers so they'll make it look like a bit more fuller. So we're going to bend them out like that. Just give them a little slight bend in the stem and then push them in so they'll sit at a different level. Now if you have to, you can cut the stems down more and then work your way around, because we're going to just do it in different levels. And what I'm actually going to do is save like these flowers. I'm going to save them for different spots because these bend out better and they look better when you bend them out than the iris ones do and the baby's breath. So I'm going to keep those concentrated in the middle. Okay, and that is pretty much the sum of my bouquet that I'm going to make. Now I need to fill it in with a bit more flowers, which I'm probably going to have to go big around, since I probably used too many on the hat really, and I should have saved some for this, but I'm going to make do with what I have and then work for it from there. So, and I do have some other little things that I can add in, but for the most part, that's what you want to do. You want to take your tallest stuff and stick it in the middle and then work your way down in different layers. So that is our bouquet, and then we have our little Easter hat, and then we have our Easter bunny little altarpiece setting. Let me grab it. Okay, that is 3 different things that you can do for Ostara or Easter depending on which one you celebrate, and I hope y'all found this a little bit helpful on what you can do, especially like for if you have like a mini altar. These are perfect for that because you can put everything in that and just kind of set like a candle or 2 around it and you're done, and you can still, you know, it's discreet but it works. And no, this is for more of the big centerpieces that nobody really has to know. So that is my take on what to do for crafts and also keep you a little bit busy during our quarantine. Hope everybody stays safe. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and let me know down in the comments what you thought. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all found it fairly easy. Like I said, anything that I can, I will link down below so you can try and do this at home, you know, get it shipped to you and still try and decorate and make things for Easter. And if you still want to do the Ostara stuff, you can save it for next year and do it that way as well. Just kind of depends on your preference and what you want to do. Me, I'm just going to put my little bunny rabbit basket up, put him up in a safe, secure place and save him for next year, and then just refresh the herbs and stuff later. But like I said, I hope y'all found this helpful. Hopefully this will give you something you can kind of do at home to pass the time mainly. That's a good project to do. That's why I kind of did 3 all at once, and plus I already had everything laid out, so might as well just go ahead and do all 3 of them. But like I said, I hope y'all found this interesting. Let me know down in the comments what y'all thought. I'm sorry it's been taking me a minute to get videos up, but our internet, we have HughesNet internet and we also live in the boonies and everybody on it, plus it's not really great to start off with, and then everybody on it and me trying to get videos up, it's been crashing, so I'm having to drive into town and sit using the hotspot on my phone because it works 10 times better. So that is the current issues here. First world problems, right? But anyways, we'll go ahead and get off that little train, get sidetracked. But like I said, while you're down there, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you've done anything like Easter and Ostara stuff, show me, because I would really like to get some more ideas and like to see what y'all come up with as well. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hopefully will see y'all in the next one. Hopefully you won't have to wait as long either, and I can get us somewhat back on track with getting these videos up. But we shall see. Right now everything's kind of a waiting game, so we shall see. But I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It really means a lot to me. Your support means a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.